Something like that. Yeah.
Trying to go back and forth. He does now have, finally, some High Templar in the game. He's got Storm just finishing up there.
But, and the ghosts have been out. Cloak is done for those ghosts, and we only have one observer on the map, and that's on Stryker's side. So this is not gonna. This isn't pretty for a big battle, because these ghosts can all just cloak and walk in underneath the army and then carpet EMP. And we know
Stalker did see this large bioforce moving through the center of the map, but he has not yet seen the other group. And now he does is they're attacking the third Nexus, and so xO.Strykerz decides to defend his third, and he's about to get sandwiched in EMP from behind with some close ghosts. Really nicely done there. Actually sacrifices a lot with that initial force. And xO.Strykerz at 115 supply to the 160 supply of Strykerz. Strykerz actually sending no reinforcements for this. He's purely working on his Micah right now, and xO.Strykerz has nothing in production. Now 2 Stalkers being warped in. Nice stutter step there to Strykerz to take out the Zealots. Stalkers dying. A few more Stalkers arriving. The Cloak Ghost doing a lot of damage, just like Weaklink was saying. 160 supply still, but now it's to 67 supply. Strykerz
just cleaning it up. All probes get pulled again. Zealots are still going in. xO.Strykerz showing that he's a tenacious fighter. He doesn't want to leave these games, but he has to GG once again. And like, as a Protoss player, what do you do there? You have to have more observers, and xO.Strykerz just wasn't ready for the ghosts to already be out. And
yeah, you have to have observers, or if he had put down pylons, multiple forward pylons on either side, not necessarily aggressive, but to help him spot the drops coming in, then he could have positioned his armies a little bit more intelligently. Just kind of got caught multiple times where Strykerz was timing his walk across the middle of the map with his drop on the side, and that is really tough for any opponent against Terran on a small map.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially such a narrow map though.
Yeah,
because the rush, it feels like it takes forever to walk across that darn thing with Marine Marauder, but the drops, it just feels like they're always on top of your opponent's base. So
Strykerz with some really nice macro throughout that game. I'm actually looking at his army value right here, and it was pretty much upward trend the entire way. There's a few spikes here and there, but really nice smooth job by him. And xO.Strykerz kind of leveled out after that first engagement and never really recovered.
Yeah. He lost a lot after that first big engagement. That was the engagement where he had to first pull probes, because the entire game otherwise it was just drops that you had to deal with. So Stryker's saying, hey, I'm just going to keep dropping you because I heard that you don't like it, so I'm going to do what you don't like. But we're just waiting on the map now. It's while we do that, or you've got special news for people about a new casting group?
I do. If any of you are on the Twitters or the Facebook, you can check out Map Control Co. The stream is Base Trade TV for StarCraft. It's going to be a different name for the League of Legends, but it's a whole new branding all under Map Control Co. And that's essentially taking a lot of what ZTV was, the good elements of it, and creating a whole new awesome thing known as Map Control Co. StarCraft Base Trade TV. It's got a lot of the same casters, but also a lot of new personalities. We actually have a couple new additions. One guy named Baldy from the SEA scene, and he's actually a really hilarious and fun guy from Australia. We also have Pandii, Pandii. Some people may be familiar with her because she's Red's girlfriend. This is really cool. She's going to be casting with us. And so now we have Panda and Pandii and Penguin.
The triple P threat.
Yeah. So it's pretty exciting. You guys, if you ever saw any of Zeke TV stuff, we covered things like the Zeke TV Pro League, Zotac, DreamHack, the TSL qualifiers, and a couple other pretty big events. We were really starting to pull in a lot of viewers, not necessarily, you know, just because we're awesome, but also because we were put in a lot of situations to cast awesome games. And that same thing is going to continue. We all love esports. We're all still volunteering our time. And actually, on October 20th, We're doing a 24-hour live streaming event to support a charity. If you've been on Reddit, you may have heard about it. It's the Extra Life program. All proceeds go to the CMN, the Children's Miracle Network. So if you've got nothing to do on Saturday the 20th, please stop on by. Maybe donate to us. $1 an hour equates to 24 hours for doing the whole stream. So thanks for letting me do that. But now we got the third game.
Yeah, the potentially final game, or the beginning of a comeback.
That's very
but
true.
we have to get into this game because it's on Entomb Valley. This is a tough map to play on.
Did
if
Praise
you don't
choose this?
Yeah, Praise chose this, and it's a tough map to play on unless you like to two-base all-in. So, in our top right position, our blue Terran player, his name is xO.Strykerz.
Oh, yeah. And starting in the lower right-hand corner, this time not gold. Instead, he is the most beautiful color known to man. It is Ninja Gaming Squad's Praise.
So you're a fan of orange?
Oh, very much so. Very, very much.
What about orange attracts you? Is it like the non-citrus?
It's actually the fact that most people don't like it.
Oh, so you're a contrarian.
Well, not necessarily. There's just several studies saying that seeing orange evokes a natural aggressive response in Western culture. And I didn't know that originally. It was just because that was the color for fun when I was like in 4th grade or something. You know how they try and profile you, like tell you what kind of a person you are, whether you're a money person or a social person or a fun person. And it was actually that I was a money person, but I didn't want to be. And I just said, screw you guys, orange is my favorite color now. Because that's what fun people are.
What was the money person?
It was like, you know, someone who's going to be good as an actuary or as an accountant or something, like someone who enjoyed numbers for numbers' sake kind of thing.
What color was that?
It was green.
I see.
Yeah.
So
you
you
didn't have that? You didn't get profiled?
No. my school was very PC. We didn't do any profiling.
Oh. You're green.
Rubik's our observer is a very green person.
Oh, with the pylon block. It's a little bit rude, but not really very effective against Terran.
Terrans don't care. We just build our command centers where we please and then float them.
Exactly. But it is a little bit of a spit in the face. And Praise, I don't know. I kind of would not be surprised to see him do something like a 4-gate right now. Just something really aggressive that maybe isn't going to work. But no, here goes a probe.
I'd say a 2-base Blink Stalker all in. On this map, you can actually blink into the main from the 3rd.
Yeah, it's true.
And
God,
I know Strikers hates that, so...
It's SCV doing really good against this probe, to be honest.
Yeah, surprisingly. Normally SCVs lose that battle. But,
Oh, gotta get out of there. Stalker arrives.
Stalker! Oh well. But the pylon's gone. There's 2 Marines in a bunker, and the command center's on the low ground, and he's going up to 3 racks. So we have a different build order. It's only 1 gas and 3 racks. So
It's only one gas this time.
We'll see how this plays itself out. It's kind of interesting. I do know. Maybe this is another one of those build orders Strykers was talking about. So we'll get to see it soon. Maybe this is his anti-Blink Stalker build order. Like it's meant to kill you before you get Blink Stalkers. So that way you get harassed.
That'd actually be a really intelligent decision on this map. The forward Stalker not bothering to go up inside because the pylon was able to see the bunker go down. So Stalkers just hanging out a little bit forward, wondering what their plan is. They're being selected. I don't even know why they're there without Blink. It's actually perhaps a really dangerous situation for those Stalkers if Praise is a little slow on the trigger, which he has been in the first and second game. Like that second game there, we lost a Stalker in exchange for 1 Marine. That's always rough when you're Protoss. Proper Stryker micro, you can more or less out micro Marines to infinity.
What was it? Hero versus Puma DreamHack when Hero won DreamHack and he he did like a 1-gate expand and held 3 racks all in with just Blink Stalker micro. So, I mean, not Blink Stalker, just regular Stalker micro.
Yeah.
And he just kited it all the way back, but 2 sentries getting warped in, and 3 rack, 3rd command center.
But no gas this time. And actually, somebody just typed in TH2, said it's a build order made to do earlier aggression at the expense of tech. That definitely would seem evident as he's just now building his refiner, although he is putting his factory down a little bit early, so he does want to get those medevacs out soon, I'm thinking, with all of his bio. ngs'Praiise this time, this game. Let's check out his unit count. Is he staying? He is staying pretty on top of his worker production, so we're not going to see anything too cheesy anytime soon. Going with the Robotics Bay.
So Colossi this time rather than High Templars or Blink Stalkers, and 2 Forges. So, okay, so we're looking at the... Being a non-Protoss player, if I can call this, I think it's the... Isn't this the 6-gate Colossi? Like 2 Colossi push? And we lose a Stalker? No. Okay. The Stalker got away, luckily, this time with 7 health.
Oh my goodness. And the other Stalkers on the high ground are actually going to take a couple pot shots. Shrykerz a little too close.
Yeah, I'm surprised there are no force fields along the side, but now we do have 2 force fields.
I like that, though. I like that. He didn't need to put the 3rd one down. Just needed to let Strykers know he shouldn't come up here.
I do like that.
Strykers also happy with the trade. Scan goes down, though. Oh, 3rd force field slow.
And there's a whole... The first 2, another 2 force fields have to go down, but these combat shield marines
all the Stalkers are gone. Just 4 sentries with another missed... Oh, and all the probes. 4 probes stuck in the corner, running around.
And we have a Colossi almost 75% done, but
this is great timing with just these marines. It should never have worked. The force field's just being ever so slightly off that 3rd one, a half-second late, and the marines managed to get up and in. They're doing all kinds of damage right now. Even if they're not killing things, they're denying all this mining time. Finally, the Colossus arrives. And Strykers didn't actually run in time, so he's going to end up losing all these.
He got another sentry, though, out of that. So there's only 1 sentry left from the original, I think it was 5 sentries that Praise had.
Yes.
And now, behind the Strykers gets a 2nd engineering bay, another gas. He gets his double medevac production. He's got stim on the way. He's got +1 on the way. And you were right. That shouldn't have worked. And if it hadn't, then Praise just kind of pushes it across the map right now and goes, well, you don't have stim and you're just now getting medevacs. You're not going to have Vikings. I can kind of kill you with like 1 Colossi.
Yeah, I think it was pretty clear Praise was just laughing to himself. He's like, silly Marines, this won't work. And just that half-second delay allowed that group to do a lot more damage than either player was probably expecting. Colossus, 1, doesn't have a brother on the way either.
No, it's 1-1 that's on the way, which for both sides. But specifically, we have chrono boosted 1-1 coming out of Praise. So Praise like, well, I'll just take this into the late game. He feels that, or at least a heavy mid game at the very least. So I'm kind of interested as to what Praise is thinking. Like, I wish we could just kind of like ask him, like, "Hey, bro, what's your idea right now?
What's your plan right now?" I think actually, he's either got to take a risk and take his 3rd Nexus, and I would say early, except that Strykers took his already, so it's a little late for that. So I really feel like he's got to try and push for as close to a max army as possible off a 2 base. He's got to defend until then, and then he's got to try and steamroll his opponent before he has 3-3.
That medevac.
Yeah, so close. Dancing back and forth. The scan comes down from Strykers, who is going to drop in the back with that group. Unnecessary force field at the front.
Finally, a 2nd Colossi is on the way now, and 1-1 is about to finish up, and the Stalkers they're searching, they're hunting. And the Observer, if you look over there,
the Observer,
should be able to see it. And there it is.
Just did. And then at the bottom, the Stalkers are not quite enough to stop the medevac. 1 Marauder gets stranded. He goes down pretty quick. Oh, Sentry being focused down. Oh!
And but the drop got into the natural, into the main, and will the main clean up? I think the main's going to clean up the the okay with the warp in, he actually still will get